Just a quick review on an inexpensive LED keychain light. I was snooping around at the Harbor Freight the other day and this was on sale for 99 cents, so I thought I'd give it a try. First thing I noticed is that it's in a nice, easy to open package, but it says press to try. You can use it right through the package, so I dug down a few to get one that hopefully didn't have a worn out battery. You just slide this card out and the light comes right out. It's a little bit fatter than the photons, and it's about the same size as all these. This is the CountyCom and the photon. It's a little more, it's a little larger. This is a cheap Hong Kong one I've got a while back, and it's more comparable in size. It uses tiny Phillips screws, so it looks like you can replace the battery. It's very similar to the CountyCom. It's got a sliding switch that you just either turn on or off. For momentary though, you squeeze it, and that's something that the CountyComs don't offer. It's very much like the photons, but photons for momentary, I think you have to do something, I forget, you have to squeeze it a bunch of times to turn it into momentary. I prefer to have it on all the time, so that's how I leave my photon set up. Better than this cheap one. This is a UV one, but this one from China, you squeeze it to turn it on, you squeeze it to turn it off, but you really don't get a temporary. It's on or off. Plus, it just is a kind of a pain to turn it on. This one, the LED isn't quite sticking all the way out, so it doesn't give you a lot of side light. Like these photons, they're sticking out quite a bit, so you get quite a bit of side light. This one from China, if it was white, it would be very similar to this one. Most of the light's directed out in front of you. This CountyCom one is an extreme example where it's almost focused out in front. Anyhow, this one, back to this little guy. It's on a pretty cheap keychain. I just broke it, so it's not something I'd use, but there's a substantial hole here. I might actually drill it out since it was so cheap. I might actually just take a drill and drill it out so I can get some 550 in there, but it's, you know, part of the housing, so it should be fairly substantial.